Hello, my name is Anthony Caro, and I am the Executive Director of Citizens Power Network. So the past 3 years I've been working here in the district with students, with parents, with teachers, and I've been community organizing. So what that means is I listen to the people, I hear their needs, and I try to act on these needs. So most of what I do is in policy, and that is exactly why I want to run for school board, because I believe that a lot of our issues can fundamentally be solved at the school board level through policy. So my background is I come from public schools. I'm originally from Los Angeles, and I've always been involved with the Teamsters. I've always been involved with UTLA down there. I've attended many rallies, and I come from a very strong union background. So part of the reason why I'm running is because I want to keep the unions here strong. I want to keep our teachers strong, because I believe that when we have strong teachers, we're going to have a strong education for our students. And yeah, that's who I am. Thank you. So these are a lot of issues that they mentioned, but in my opinion, the biggest one is listening. This district does a really poor job of listening to parents, listening to students, listening to teachers, and finding out what they are willing to do, what they think should be the solutions to these problems. All of these issues could be solved through listening. So for example, yesterday the board said that they wanted to improve school lunches. Are they going to listen to students and hear what kind of school lunches they want? I was talking to a teacher a few weeks ago, and they said, hey, what about vegan options? I would not have known that unless I sat down with that teacher. We have so many parents leaving to charter schools, and we all say, hey, we want to close charter schools. Well, are we listening to these parents to see why are they going to charter schools? Are we listening to parents that are at charter schools and listening what we need to do to get them back? Another thing is teachers. We have so many teachers that are leaving the district. I know we give a survey to them to see why they left, but that can't be it. That's not working. And I know that that's not working because we have so many teachers leaving. So we need to do a better job of listening. The first thing is better communication with our parents. There was a mother that told me that she dropped her student off at 7:30 a.m. like she does every day. She comes after school to pick up her son. He's not there. It turns out that he was knocked down and sent to the hospital. And she was never made aware of this. Our parents need to know what's going on, when it's going on. They need to be notified on these things. I've been talking to many of our CSOs, or campus security officers, and a lot of them are saying they feel that they need the same training that our teachers are going through. A lot of our teachers are getting restorative justice training. We need to be providing these trainings for everybody that works at our school sites. Our office workers, our CSOs, our lunch ladies, everybody needs to be involved on these trainings. Another thing is more after-school programs. A lot of our students leave school, and what do they go home to? Sometimes they don't have parents at home. Sometimes they just wander around the streets. If we provide a community for them to be a part of after school, we at least know that they're safe. First off, this isn't a complicated issue at all. This is not. We should not have charter schools in our district. It's as plain as that. Now the next piece of it is, my colleagues are saying we need to improve our schools to the point where we don't need district schools. Well, how do we do that? We need to listen to parents and hear why they want to go to charter schools. We need to listen to parents and hear why they don't want to send their kids to Kennedy, why they don't want to send their kids to Dijon. By doing that, then we can improve our schools. We need to have ambassador programs where we have our middle school students and teachers go to elementary schools and show up the great things that they're doing. A lot of parents are scared to come to our schools because of rumors. If we could squash these rumors to begin with, then they'll feel more safe, they'll feel more comfortable. I was talking to a mother here in the Richmond Marina who sends her student all the way to Oakland, and I asked why? Why do you go all the way over there? And she says, well, because I heard Kennedy doesn't have a good arts program, and I want a good arts program for my daughter. And I said, well, did you hear about the t-shirt program where you can help design t-shirts? She said, no, I didn't know that. If I would have known, I would have sent my student there. As a school board member, what will you do to make sure that all district employees receive adequate pay and affordable health benefits? Give them the pay raise that they deserve. It's as simple as that. The district contracts with the YMCA to provide mental health services for a lot of our schools. At Kennedy High School, they have 3 mental health counselors, and they told me that out of 300 students, the average of them scored a 4.9 on a 5-point scale in terms of trauma. 5 meaning really, really high trauma. The average was 4.9. That funding has been cut. Who are those students supposed to go to now? So what I propose is that we put in more programs to provide relief for our students who are facing trauma. Sometimes school is the only thing that these students look forward to. I was recently running a summer program, and one of my students was homeless, and I had no idea. His dad kicked him out of the house, but he showed up to the program every single day, and when I asked him why, he said, because this is what I look forward to. If we provided more after-school programs, more school clubs, students can find relief from some of those traumas that they're going through. My fiance, Mitzi Perez, she's a teacher at Kennedy High School. One of her students would only show up to her class and none of the others. And that's because her class provided that relief that she needed. I've spent the last year doing research into what other school districts are doing that face the same demographics that we have here. I'm going to give you a really, really good example. In the school district of Baltimore, I believe it's Baltimore, what they do is as soon as a student is suspended, they assign a mentor. Immediately, they assign a mentor. Their suspension rates went down over 50%. That is a great program that we could be implementing here. I'm going to echo what Ms. Cuevas said, which is we need smaller class sizes. I'm going to give you two scenarios right now. In a large classroom, there was a student, and the teacher said, all right, please take out your pencils and take notes. Student did not take out the pencil. Teacher says it again, please take out your pencil, take notes. Student did not take out the pencil. Student gets suspended. It turns out that that student didn't have a pencil. If we had smaller class sizes, our teachers could have more one-on-one attention with these students. They could figure out what's going on, and they could prevent these implicit biases from being acted on. In another situation, there was a student who walked out of the classroom because they couldn't see the board. It was a smaller classroom, so that teacher was able to ask that student, why did you walk out? And the student said, because I couldn't see the board. They fixed the issue. We need smaller class sizes. If you look at 2016 numbers, only a third of Kennedy High School graduates qualify to go to college. Only a third. That means that you can get a diploma from this school district and not qualify to go to college. And that's because our graduation requirements are not aligning with the A through G college requirements. And that's step number one. If we want our students to be able to go to college, we need to raise these graduation requirements. Now, I know that not every student is going to go to college, but every student should be able to qualify and should be ready for college. Another thing is more awareness of the A through G requirements. I talked to a junior and he did not know what the A through G requirements were, and he didn't know that he was missing 3 of the requirements. He's a junior. He has less than a year to get everything up ready so that way he can go to college. We need more peer mentors when it comes to college readiness. What that means is you take the top 10% of students that are going to go to college, that have the grades, and what you do is you have them promote college readiness requirements, promote FAFSA deadlines to all the other students, because our college counselors can't do it all, but we can sure spread that information. Of course, I would work with unions as a school board member. I vow not to pass a single one of my decisions without asking the union what their input is on it first. Now, I'm not just talking about the teachers' union. If I could unionize students, I would unionize students. There's parents unionizing right now, forming their own organizations. I want to talk with them too. I believe that unions are the essential part of community organizing. And for those that know me, that's what I do. I mobilize, I organize, and I deliver. And I believe that's what we need more in this district. Our school board members, I don't believe that all of them are equipped to make the right decisions. Therefore, we need to rely on our unions to hold them accountable. I don't think that they can make the right decisions. Therefore, I believe we need students to hold them accountable. We need parents to hold them accountable. We need everybody to have a seat at the table to make these decisions. Because just 5 people working all the decisions for this entire district is not enough. You know, a lot of corruption is going on right now, and we need our unions to hold us accountable. I know I may be young, but I know the issues. For the past 2.5 years, I've attended almost every single school board meeting. I've probably missed only 1 or 2. I've attended LCAPs, I've attended SSCs, I've even attended SSC meetings in other school districts just to see what they're doing over there that we could bring over here. I've attended public hearings, I know the issues. Aside from the incumbents, I'm probably one of the more well-informed people here. Now, I've named a few ideas, I've named a lot of ideas, I have a lot of ideas on my website, but none of these are original ideas. None of these came from here. They came from here, and that's because I listen. I listen to people and I hear what they have to say. So if you heard something that I said that you dislike, or if you heard something and you want to add more, please sit down with me. My website is anthonyegatto.com. Schedule a meeting with me, let's sit down, let's have coffee. I want to hear what your ideas are because I believe that's what a representative should do. A representative should listen and then they should lead. So if there's one thing to remember about me, it's I mobilize, I organize, and I deliver. Thank you.